my recent experiences with games getting patched. I don't know if you even saw the one that happened this week, Wooly.
Okay.
Did you see that one?
So the last one I heard about was Hades 2.
No, the last one you heard about was Tormented Souls 2, where they patched a soft lock into the game at the exact moment that I was playing it.
So what?
And I sent you the QA notes last week.
Right. Okay. So what now?
Silent Hill F has been patched this week to include a skip button for the game's end game combat gauntlet, which is the worst part of the whole game.
Casual difficulty and a skip. Yeah, I saw that. Which now calls into question that whole thing about, like, it's supposed to be exhausting, you know?
Wooly, here's the best part, and most people are never going to know this. There is a few lines of unique dialogue in that gauntlet per playthrough that now no one is ever going to see. And they took to heart the complaints that this part of the game is such a dead end miserable slog that they would rather offer, fuck it, just skip it and miss out on a couple unique lines of dialogue and story things.
This is funny because from the outside, I'm like, if somebody has a point in making if someone wants to make something annoying on purpose, I'm okay with that. But you better nail the landing. You know, you better stick it. That's if you decide to make a part of your game deliberately annoying, not fun, not challenging, just like a pain in the ass, I feel like if you have a point to make, you better fucking make it.
There's also a couple of areas in the game that like locked you into like combat arenas that they have also like opened up so that you can actually just run past enemies. And it's like, these are like complaints number 1 and 2 of that game. Like, crazy, absolutely nuts. I am now ready to crash out.
Okay.
Like, this has been like every single month I have been like fucked on by God with this nonsense in a way that is like becoming like legitimately unbelievable. The Hades one makes me super mad. Like super mad. I've seen clips of some of the stuff that I missed. Oh man, yeah, they should have just delayed that fucking game.
I mean, there's no real safe way to solve this problem because the patches are always around the corner. I guess if you start playing immediately after a patch drops, that's the safest you'll be from another patch coming along and ruining things.
Well, we live in this incredibly stupid reality in which, okay, there is a new game coming out. Okay. There's a new game coming out. It is highly anticipated. I'm really excited. Do I quash my desire to play it quickly and wait until it's cleaned up and patched and has new features and is the best version of the game it's going to be? Or do I play it as fast as possible so that I beat it and cement my joy with it before scandals about the dev team come out and I feel bad for buying it in the first place?
Before the AI articles start dropping.
Yeah, right? Ooh,
this is the true conundrum, and now the true test begins. Yeah, that is.
Do I do I buy the new let's assume Ubisoft isn't like the evilest company ever. Do I buy the new Assassin's Creed on launch when it's easily the most fucked up version of the game, or do I wait until later in this podcast where the news breaks that the Saudis have bought Ubisoft?
Well, they did just announce that they are not releasing their quarterly numbers and that all trading is halted.
Yeah, they got bought by somebody.
So we're, let's see what's the mystery. What's going to happen?
Like, which do I do?
And I guess it just depends on how on the specific thing, my metric would be, how easy would it be if you got fucked over by a patch later? How easy would it be to catch up on the missed content that you're missing on, for example, if it's a story-related thing?
For Hades 2, I have to beat 16 runs.
Yeah.
So 18 runs. Sorry, 14 runs.
So
14
basically,
runs.
how much can YouTube solve the problem that the patch brings, right? Because it's just a shit reality we live in, but if YouTube can solve a part of this problem, then I guess we just got to accept that, right?
Yeah.
There's we beat Cyberpunk and put that out there, and then going back to see some of the extra endings, going back to see some of the extra choices and missions or whatever, just pulled up some YouTube missions and dialogue and got those choices and saw it and went, okay, cool, I got it. Yeah, and it's just, this is the world we live in now. So I think
maybe I'm insane. I never, ever, ever, ever do that.
You don't pull up.
I never do that.
Yeah.
Because that's not the ending that I got.
No, but when the world is interesting to me, I like getting multiple angles of it. You know, I like seeing the full scope and to a degree. It's not always there for me. It depends on whether I give a fuck, right? There's stuff that I just didn't care that much about. Like, I didn't go hard into I think like there's like Aldecado specific endings or things, but anyway, but like if I care and there's stuff that I do care about, I'm like, oh, I want to see both sides of this. So for example, the DLC has multiple endings and they're all really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, every single way that Phantom Liberty plays out is worth seeing because of not just how drastically different they are from each other, but because they're all quality. But if something is gonna like not deliver that much or not that be that big of a deal on its multiple endings, then yeah, who cares? I say beat the news story to the punch, right? Get in early, get in fast, close your heart to it. Allow yourself to enjoy, but not care too much. put a cap on your heart, on your love.
So, like, a really good example of this is Unizuma 11. Just put out a game that was in dev for many years, and I saw it recommended to me on Steam, and I went, "Wow, that is really crazy looking. That looks like a super cool soccer RPG. I'll add it to my wish list, and I'll buy it on sale." Because by the time it's on sale, maybe it'll be the best version. And then like literally the next day, I'm scrolling past social media where people are showing off like developer presentations where they're like, look how easy it was to render the crowd with AI in Inazuma 11. I'm like, oh, cool. That was my moment. That moment when I wish listed it instead of buying it, that was the moment. That I could have played it and enjoyed it, but now I am cursed with knowledge.
It's a race. Yeah, every single time, you know. And I mean, yeah, we'll get into a handful of shit this week.
And like that, I'm becoming like I'm watching people argue about this stuff all fucking day. And it's the discussion we had last week. And it's like, I don't want to ever tell anybody what to do with their dollars. That's their decision. I also don't want to tell anybody what to do with their opinions. That's also their opinion. But like, you can't fight the power every day, especially when you don't know you're not fighting the power or not. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
And like, I'm pretty sure we're in the AI process right now of there are devs who are using Photoshop tools or fill tabs or tools that were provided to them by their managers that don't know that it is.
Oh, a million
and it gets all the way through the end.
And but this is the thing, right? And because and you have to understand too, like
digital asbestos.
There is so much, like in terms of like stories and shit relating to this. There's so much of it every week that's just not worth discussing. That it's like you have to pick and choose the choice morsels, because who gives a fuck if Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is littered with AAR art slop? Because it is. So yeah, you pay your $70 and you get your full. I think
everyone cares about that one because that one's like that campaign is also terrible.
It's dog shit. It's dog shit, and you're seeing big old fucking zombie dude and what I don't know what's going on, whatever nonsense.
That game looks
but like
awful.
They're putting in Ghibli fucking stolen things, banners in the game or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's happening, right? That's a constant thing. That's just going to be the stream of news every single week now, right? Hey, guess what? They announced a new Horizon MMO straight for mobile that's extensively using AI for its assets and so on. Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Apparently so. NCSoft.
Oh yeah.
NCSoft is flexing on how hard they're using AI for Horizon Steel Frontiers.
Korean waifu doll character creator, which makes all that kerfuffle about Aloy.
Yeah. Okay, but that's the thing. Is like when we kind of choose the morsels, you have to pick the choice ones, right? And so to me, I look past all that to the gem of the week, which is the smallest penis energy I have ever seen.
Oh yeah. Let's hear tiny PP.
The tiniest little chode is the Crafton CEO.
Oh my god.
Allegedly, according to a pretrial brief from lawyers for Subnautica 2, is that he asked ChatGPT to help him find a way to not pay out the contractual bonuses they were owed because he wanted to avoid the professional embarrassment of being seen as a pushover.
You know,
he's literally asking if he can find a way to not pay the things that he has to pay because he's not going to be seen as a tough CEO man. And ChatGPT said, "Nah, you have to pay them though."
Yeah, he failed even there.
Microscopic penis.
I follow a corporate lawyer. I've mentioned him in the past where he's like, every time somebody comes to tell me they found a new way to make money, I tell them it's against the law. I recently refollowed his channel. And he says, I'm a lawyer. I'm not worried about AI. Do you think AI can cite real case law incorrectly to a judge? Nuh-uh. That takes a human being. But also, he goes into detail, and this case is a really good example of like, hey, you know what the best part of talking to your lawyer is? It's not that they're a legal expert. Is that you're legally protected by any stupid, shady questions you ask them.
Yes, exactly.
You are not protected from your fucking prompt history where you go, hey, is this against the law? Hey, I already did this. How do I avoid getting caught by the police?
Can you find a way to fuck over these people and have me not get in trouble for it, please? Like straight up. And this is, of course, right after the announcement of the Crafton being an AI first company, which is offering its
it means that this dumbass is an AI first moron,
and it's giving employees voluntary resignation options if they want, because anyone whose job's going to get replaced, they're like, yeah, so basically fire yourself, quit before we fire you.
They're offering like 36 months of severance, and I'm like, listen, if I was working at a company that this fucking lawsuit was happening and the CEO's like, this is a fucking AI, and you offered me a 3-year severance package, fucking goodbye.
Of course. But this is the thing now. It's like that already, this like headline of offering voluntary resignation as people get replaced with AI, like that came from a prompt, I'm sure. I bet every single thing this dude does with his day is ask ChatGPT what to do so that he can remain a big, tough CEO man that everyone has confidence in and the board won't get mad at.
Recently saw a CBS covering AI psychosis. They're interviewing a guy down in Ontario who was like, yeah, the AI told me that I had this math equation that was going to solve everything and bring down the structures of power. And he says he looks back at all of his old text messages and emails and he's like, oh yeah, I was in full blown psychosis.
Wow.
And this is like national news out here in Canada.
I always appreciate when somebody could like look back on it when they're out of it and just be like, holy shit. Yeah. That's crazy. But
not CBS, CTV, my mistake. That's stupid.
But it truly is just I'm like I need to see these stories, I need to see the stories of the embarrassed, afraid, tiny PP CEO man.
It really shows prompts. A lot that this entire class is just like a bunch of vibes-based idiots who just want a robot to do their job for them. Like the irony, of course, the job that is that is like universally the most easy to automate with the plagiarism machine isn't art or programming. It's decision making.
It's the CEO. It's the C-suite, right?
Because at the very least, the AI would base its decisions on something instead of nothing. Instead of nothing.
God, if there was forced disclosure across the board on these things and people could just see and know, like, I know it's all inevitable, but it would just be so nice to just kind of have all of this. Whatever, it's going to play out the way it plays out regardless. We're already rolling down the hill on it. But it's always the same shit. It's always the same shit where it's like the most disposable, the most replaceable people are the ones who stick around, cement their position, and have zero confidence in what's going on, and are clearly looking around and panicking.
Did you know that almost every annoyance and problem you deal with in your entire life is caused by some form of middle manager trying to justify their job? Almost every single one
thing. Of them. Oh man. It's I love this little panicked, like, fucking Oz man pulling the levers behind the scenes in the C-suite,
and then people reading his begging diary to the robot.
Just how do I look tough in front of the board today, guys?
They might as well have wiretapped his prayers to Mammon. Right,
or his fucking Pornhub searches. I mean, it's just
or ball.
It's
please golden bull I keep in my office. How do I avoid paying the bonuses?
Yeah. And again, I do appreciate the detail that is like, by the way, the prompt told him he has to pay them, and we're using this in court now. Thank you, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Apparently the prompts got deleted according to the brief, and I think that they're definitely not deleted enough. It's what I think.
And the thing is, too, is you have to imagine that, of course, this fear is not baseless, because there probably are a bunch of board members that look at him and are calling him a pushover if he pays out money that he owes.
You got pushed over by the blade machine?
You're gonna pay the people the money they're owed? Wow, what a bitch. What a little fucking bitch
and you got caught with your dick out.
Damn, that's embarrassing, bro. I can't believe you're actually paying people what you owe them.
This is like legitimately
why did we even promote you?
Embarrassing than any of that. Way more embarrassing. But this whole conversation makes me think about, I went to a baby shower a year and a half ago. And then, hey, what do you do? Oh, I play a lot of video games. And then mom of a baby there said, oh my God, my husband's way into video games. You guys should chat. So sure enough, they pair the dads who play games together and chat. Oh, hey man, what are you playing? He's like, oh man, I'm really into World of Warcraft, but I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy right now too. And I had the choice to be a massive freak weirdo at a baby shower and decide, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to fight the power. Or I'm going to go, oh, what class do you play in WoW? And have a pleasant conversation and as all the children play. What do you want from me?
Yeah. Hey, that game's got cool black people hair in it. That's dope. How about that? No. It's yes. Hey, guess what? The world is not online. You know?
If I what am I supposed to say? Hey, the people who developed that game got caught stealing breast milk from the other employees on their way to bringing them to a rape room, and he'd be like, man, I play enhancement shaman.
Sir, this is a baby shower.
What the fuck? That wouldn't even affect anything other than making it wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah. Rape room, you say? Yep. So
I had a Bill Cosby photo in it.
So Hufflepuff?
I will go home. Paige, we have to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's anyway, whatever. That is very much the case. And of course, I'm having the in-law and parent discussions about, AI stuff, and is it, are you using it in your business, and is it what? And it's just okay, you're hearing this, I'm talking to this generation that is there is a very clear oh, well, this can be useful in these ways, but I don't want everyone to get fired. But it sure is nice that this convenience is already here, type of thing. And it's like, yeah, that's basically how this works, is you don't give people a chance to opt in. You force them into it. That's how, yeah, I mean, Windows figured this out like fucking 20 years ago, you know? And and before you know it, this is just the norm. It's here. Google is not actually like Googling for search results. It's just waiting for the fucking Gemini prompt to summarize whatever question you had, you know? In any case.
But Wooly, it's the future. It's gonna be everywhere. Why are you fucking making a stink? It's the future. Like, I hate this doomerist fucking perspective. I hate it. It's so annoying. I don't think I've been told about even a single concept that is totally the future and I can't do anything to stop it that has not failed within like 2 years. 3D TVs, man. You're going to have to buy a 3D TV eventually. You might as well just buy one now when they're brand new and you can enjoy the 3D TVs for many years to come.
I think so. I think I've said this before, but like, I think we're heading for exactly what you're describing, where it's this big hype inflated whatever shit garbage, etc. But like, it pops and the diarrhea is everywhere, but then everyone just starts living in the diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, it failed and everyone went broke and lost their jobs and whatever, but we're still here, so we're just gonna fucking roll it around hedgehog style, you know?
Yeah, well, the main thing with the AI stuff is that it's like it costs a lot of money to keep those data centers running. Like, it costs an astronomical amount of money to keep it rolling. So even if it does continue to exist in a form, which it absolutely will, it'll be a highly limited form just because of the desire and the actual capacity for it, right? So like, here's a really good example. Have you ever seen the chart of ChatGPT use over the year?
No.
Do you know when ChatGPT use falls dramatically? After
school.
Exams.
Yeah, summer starts.
So if you have a cost limited fucking thing because you have limited capacity, you have to increase the price to like, how much do you want to spend to use the plagiarism machine for your essays that universities are doing absolutely everything they can to catch you, including, I saw this was crazy, you must screen share your desktop and have the webcam on you as you write your entire essay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, some people can get around that, but not most.
I did something like that for my driving course. There was a, like, we got to see you on the camera. We got to look and make sure. And now and then you could also get, like, if you want to track eyeball fucking data where the person's looking, there's that information too. You know, if they wanted to go all the way in on, like, where are you looking? Because if your eyes are not on the screen and they're going to, like, a phone down here, that could be data as well, you know? In any case, I think that, yeah, it'll pop and then it'll continue to be shit. And then this podcast will just continue to be exhausting and annoying. Yeah. And all I can hope is that amongst all the stories that are like nonsense every week, there will be one kind of like this one, you know?
You know what the next one's going to be? It's going to be the fucking Elon brain chip in like 3 or 4 years. And we're going to read a fucking news story that's like they got the chimpanzee death rate down to 50%. Wow. Think of it. Soon it'll be the future.
That chip shit. Anyway, that's a whole other cat. That putting the hardware into the flesh.
I think the current death rate is 100%.
Well, I don't think so. But like for all the bionic arm wishing that I have and stuff, it is interesting that it's kind of like, wait, we're going straight into the fucking brain, are we? Because like there's a cool company that does like designer prosthetics that are getting like better and better. And they have like prosthetics for kids that are like, you know, designed after their favorite stuff and everything. And recently I saw one where it was like a hand that straight up can detach and still grab. and you can
Cool.
basically rocket punch from a distance and do all that cool shit. And I'm like, that's fucking sick as hell. I love that. That's great. We need like that, and we need that being more of a push, please. As opposed to, well, anyway, yeah, as opposed to chimp death rate and plug your brain into your Tesla.
I saw a really fantastic article a while back that was a neuroscientist just crashing out super hard. Like, do you know how the amount it takes like years of red tape to get like chimp subjects, right? And you have to work within like the most stringent ethical and professional concerns possible. And meanwhile, he turns on the news and he's like, Elon's just jamming chips into chimps and chips into chimps, and then they beat their brains in the enclosure the next day. And it's like the most obvious thing of like, wow, they just skipped every step. They just skipped every step. And that can be you too in just a few short years. What if in order to rob you, someone had to knock you out and tear a piece of machinery out of your brain? Instead of you just handing their wallet, what if they had to perform amateur back alley brain surgery to get your digital wallet? Like, all right.
Yeah, like, anyway, yeah, we a double Zeke Heil happened, and we all just pretended it didn't happen, and we're just moving along. Like, it's just
what
like,
are you talking about?
No, it's just like, all right, we're just gonna.
What are you talking about?
Just yeah, it's all. We don't know. We don't just. That was nothing. Moving on. Anyway, fucking, the planet Earth is weird.